everyone. My name is Armando Jr. Aspacio Sanas, and today I will discuss about one of the factors that influence learning, which is developmental and social factors. But before I go into detail about developmental and social factors, here are the objectives that are supposed to be noticed and seen immediately following the discussion. So the first one is to identify the developmental and social factors of the learners. Second is to adapt the learnings of the developmental and social factors of the learners. And the last one is to supply the learnings in this discipline. So what exactly are developmental and social factors? This domain refers to previous experiences of learning preparation of students, as well as interpersonal relations between and among students and teachers or facilitators that influence current learning. Developmental influences on learning. As individuals develop, there are different opportunities and constraints for learning. Learning is most effective when differential development within and across physical, intellectual, emotional, social domains is taken into account. So as we grow, numerous opportunities will present themselves to us, yet there will also be constraints or challenges that we must overcome in order to reach our goals in life. The various developmental characteristics must be seriously considered or taken into consideration. For example, when teaching a large group of students, we cannot expect them to have the same intellectual, emotional, and social domains because we are all different. So, to properly teach everyone, a varied teaching approach is really necessary. Individuals learn best when material is appropriate to their developmental level and is presented in an enjoyable and interesting way. Because individual development varies across intellectual, social, emotional, and physical domains, achievements in different instructional domains may also vary. We can all agree on this since we can easily understand our teacher's lesson if he or she presents them using materials, including the topics and activities that are appropriate for our developmental level and delivered in an engaging and exciting manner. Often, some learners are not learning well because there is a mismatch between the learning activity and the learner's developmental stage. So, for example, when teaching elementary students, the materials we use should correspond to their level of comprehension and interest so that they can relate, enjoy, and comprehend. How can they possibly understand if the lessons we are teaching them are too complex for them? Given that they are young, we can expect that their minds are still young and developing. So teachers must take into account how students' minds are wired as well as their interest and behavior. So there are 4 developmental factors that can influence children's learning, whether positive or negative. The first one is individual factor. It is a personal development by their own physical, intellectual, emotional, and social aspects of life. The second one is community factor. Learners are influenced on what environment they grew up, including by home, school, culture, and peers or friends. The third one is parental involvement. It is an influence by parents, by the way parents discipline their children, whether it be good or bad. And the last one is developmental differences. Children are influenced by developmental stages. Social influences on learning. Learning is influenced by social interactions, interpersonal relations, and communication with others. Learning can be enhanced when the learner has an opportunity to interact and to collaborate with others on instructional tasks. Learning settings that allow for social interactions and that respect diversity encourage flexible thinking and social competence. In interactive and collaborative instructional contexts, individuals have an opportunity for perspective taking and reflective thinking that may lead to higher levels of cognitive, social, and moral development, as well as self-esteem. Quality personal relationships that provide stability, trust, and caring can increase learners' sense of belonging, self-respect, and self-acceptance, and provide a positive climate for learning. Our interactions with different individuals have a significant influence on our learning, which begins at birth. Our first and most important relationship is with our parents, particularly our moms, followed by our families. Interaction with others entails the fundamental human capacities of knowing, caring, and willing, and they promote growth. Relationships help us validate or change our perceptions of reality and ourselves, and they assist others to do the same for themselves. So these are the four social factors that can influence children's learning. The first is social interactions. It is how learning can be improved when students have the opportunity to interact and collaborate with others on instructional tasks. For example, consider group projects and group dynamics. The second is quality personal relationships. It fosters positive interactions with people. It has a significant impact on the learners to share their ideas, views, and experiences. The third one is family influences. It is a positive and negative relationship. In the positive, parents encourage their child in all activities. In the negative, parents reject and distrust their child. And the last one is positive learning climates. It is likewise comparable to quality personal relationship. Positive behavior that encourages students to speak up. It can also help to set the stage for healthier ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving.